So we're continuing the series, Shaare, Teshuva, the Gateways of Repentance. So last time, we left off with we finished the second level of severity, which was the mitzvah say. Now, we're up to the third one. And B'ezrat Hashem today, we'll get to the third one and some of the fourth one, B'ezrat Hashem. So the third level of severity, Saif Chavdalid Hamadega Hashilishit Lav Shinitak La'aseh. Third level of severity is a prohibition that could be remedied through the fulfillment of mitzvah aseh. Meaning, it's basically, this level is basically, they have an aseh to it and a lot aseh. Meaning, the Torah has it in a negative way and also in a positive way. Meaning, so basically, Averna over here gives us an example. Well, first it says, Abdu Zuban Abracha, the Hakalim Zuban Abracha said, Masik Kulin, Lav Shinitach La'aseh En Le'oloken Alav. Prohibition that can be remedied through the mitzvah obligation is not subject to Malkut. Kegon Lo Tikach Ha'em Ala Bani. For example, you shall not take the mother with the young. Shenitak La'aseh, which is remedied through mitzvah obligation, Shene'emar, Shaare Et Haim. It says you shall send away the mother. So meaning, Verna is just telling us that it's basically one example from the Torah is sending away the mother bird. Meaning, at one point, what the Torah says, don't take the mother bird with its young. If you do, you did a sin. But, in order to fix yourself from that sin, correct yourself from the sin, the Torah tells us, send away the mother. Then that's an aseh. It says in the negative way and the positive way. And that's the types of mitzvot or isurim that could be fixed by doing it in the positive way. So that's what we're talking about over here. Even though one does not receive malkut in bet din for violating such prohibitions, they're among those penalties which is very severe. The punishment reaches the very heavens, rising to the sky. Example, probably the biggest example, stealing. Says, do not steal. And it's remedied through mitzvah obligation. It says, and he shall return the robbed item. So by returning the stolen item to its original owner, the robber remedies the transgression and is exempt from malkut. We have new law. In Hatim Gezat Dinam Shel Dora Mabul Ela Ala Gazil. Achavim say, Masech Sanhedrin, that the decree of punishment against the generation of the flood was sealed only due to the sin of robbery. Shene'emar Ket Be'ekol Basar Ba'lefanai Kimal Ha'aretz Hamat Lepenehem. It says, at the end of the flesh has come before me, for the earth has filled with robbery through them. Even though the sin of arayot and immorality is more severe than robbery, the manner of the punishment for robbery to bring the date of his catastrophe closer and hasten the unfolding future tragic events upon him. Odam Hakamim further said, in a Se'am measure filled with sins, and there's none other among them that prosecutes like the sin of robbery. Shalom said concerning treasuries and deceit and cheating. Treasures acquired through a lying tongue are like a smite and vapor, they seek death. This means the treasuries are deceit and fraud fade away like the smite and vapor, and will not remain with him. For they are destined for destruction. And even while they are still in his possession, they are oppressors to him. And they seek life of their unlawful owner and the thief and bring about his death. It's like what Habakkuk Shalom says, Hoi botzea betzara lebeto gomer ki en ever mikir zach gomer. Woe to him who acquires unlawful gain and detriment of his own house, for his stone will cry out from the wall. Basically, Abaranah is telling us over here. So, another good example, and Abaranah goes into the actual severity of stealing, is what I just said, stealing, robbery. The Torah tells us on one hand that don't rob, you should not rob, lo tigzol. And on the other hand, the Torah says, and you shall return the robbed item. It says in the positive and the negative, meaning, if you were to return an object that you stole, it's considered as if you didn't sin at all in the first place. That's what it means. You do an avirah, you cover it through the mitzvah, which gets rid of the sin. And then Abaranah tells us about the severity of the sin of stealing, as the generation of the Mabul was actually punished because of that. And it was even though they did arayot, still they got punished. Hashem decreed what he decreed because of the actual stealing. Also, basically, he said that Shalom Melech stated things about concerning treasures and deceit and cheating, which is stealing. That the pasuk says, treasures acquired through a lying tongue are like a smite and vapor, and they seek death. What does that mean? It means that the treasures that they accumulate, they accumulate it through deceit and fraud, meaning it fades away like smite and vapor. It won't remain with them, these stolen things. So really, there's no point of stealing because it's not going to remain with you. And even while they're still in possession, the thief, the thing that actually got stolen is actually they seek the life of that thief. They wanted him to die. So that's something That's why you wouldn't want to steal. Because first of all, the money that you steal, it's not going to be with you. You're going to lose it regardless. Second of all, while you still have it, it's still a curse. Because the actual thing that you stole itself is actually screaming for your death. So that's why you wouldn't want to steal. Continuing, when it comes to robbery of the poor, one is hayav mita bidei shamayim. Sinema. Al tigzal dal ki dalhu ve'al te'akeh ani v'sheva shaare. Says the Mishlei, do not rob the destitute because he is destitute, and do not oppress the poor man in the gate. For Hashem will fight their fight and rob the soul of those who robbed them. Now the Virna explains what this means. Peru meaning do not rob the destitute. Do not rob the very poor ones because he is destitute and he has no one to help him. And do not oppress the poor man through humiliation and degradation. And the gate, that is to say the public, similar to what it says in Yeshaya, how dare you oppress my people and grind the faces of the poor. The pasuk continues, where Hashem will fight their fight. Since they have no other supporter, no one to fight their fight. He will rob the soul of those who rob them. For once the cry, the destitute of the poor person reaches Hashem, he will not settle to merely take the money in exchange for the robbed item that you robbed. Rather, God will take away your life. Says, for what is hope of the wicked one when he steals, and surely God will take away his life. Also, such is the fate of anyone who pursues unjust gain. It takes the life of its possessor. Basically, Amarina is telling us over here that all more so, stealing is one problem, but it gets even worse when you steal from a poor person, and Amarina tells us what happens. So Shlomo Melech says about this, he says, don't rob the destitute. Don't rob the poor, very poor, because they are very poor. Do not oppress them in the gate. Of course, Hashem's going to fight their fight and rob the soul of those who rob. Now, do not rob the destitute because he's destitute means he's poor because he's poor, meaning poor in the state like no one's going to help him. Who's going to help him? Do not oppress the poor. How? Man, through humiliation, degradation. In the gate, meaning in public, don't humiliate him. Imagine he's asking for money. You just reject him, everyone's watching you. What an embarrassment. Okay. For Hashem will fight their fight. Meaning, since no one can fight for them, they don't have anyone backing them up. Hashem supports them. And here comes the scary part. And to rob the soul of those who rob them. It's not that he's going to take the money from them, and that's it. You steal from a poor person, Hashem takes your life. Meaning your hayav mita bidei shamayim. Your hayav, death at the hands of heaven. So, you wouldn't want to mess. So now the Ronnie talks about similar. Stealing from an orphan or widow. Anyone who torments or pains a widow or an orphan, ben bagazel ben beroshek or be'achlama ve'echol minei asa'at, whether through robbery, exploitation, humiliation, or any form of suffering, mithayev mita bidei shamayim. מתחייב איתה בידי שמיים, וכן הדייני שיש בידם להסיר גזור מיד העונש, עושק. Likewise, judges who have the power to rescue the victim of theft from the abuser, ויעתום לא ישפוטו, and will not render justice to the orphan, משפט מוות להם. They are liable to death for this, שנאמר, as it says, כל המונע ויעתום לא תענה. You shall not oppress any widow or orphan. If you do oppress them, I will heed their cry as soon as they cry out to me. My wrath shall blaze, and I shall kill you by the sword, and your wives will be widows, and your children orphans. In other words, your wives will be widows corresponds to the oppression of the widow. Since you made fun, you oppressed the widow. So now your wife becomes the widow, meaning that you die. And your children will be orphans because you die also. And since you oppress the orphan, the other orphan, now your children become that. Midah keneged midah, measure for measure. So yeah, that's what Ronnie tells us about someone who oppresses an orphan or widow. Anyone who stresses any Jew, even though these punishments are not written about him, he transgressed the law says, to each of you shall not distress his fellow. The pasuk speaks about distressing verbally with words. Which refers to causing him suffering or tormenting him. ואכלתי את מונעך את בשרה. As the phrase in Yeshaya, I'll feed your tormentors their own flesh, monai. Said, all the heavenly gates are closed except for the gate of those who experience verbal treatment. Meaning, so we're saying that if you distress any Jew, you're doing a lotase, which is don't distress your fellow. And the Shonaka said that this refers to Onatevarim. You distress them with your words. And that's how you cause them suffering. You embarrass them, whatever it may be. And regarding this, also our Hakamim said that all the gates of heaven are closed except for one who suffers through verbal mistreatment. Meaning, after the Beit HaMikdash is destroyed, all the gates of heaven are closed, meaning it's harder for you to get answers quickly. But these people who are suffering like this get answers quickly. When the verse refers to monetary wrongdoing, it specifically mentions purchasing and selling there. It says, when you make a sale to your fellow or buy from your fellow, you shall do no wrong to one another. Not do wrong to one another. Hakamim said, distressing someone verbally is a greater sin than cheating him monetarily. Why? Since this affects the victim's self, whereas here monetarily only affects his money. In regard to this, it says, "Vaykiran, you shall fear your God." It says that after it. Why? And in regard to the cheating him monetarily, it does not say after it, "You shall fear your God." So that Ronnie is basically telling us that so another ona, and the Ronnie brings another ona mamon. What's worse, onaat devarim or onaat mamon? And Ronnie says, even if you stole from someone, you cheated him. If you by embarrassing him, you make him suffer with your mouth, it's a bigger sin. Why? The logic is that when you embarrass someone with your mouth, you destroy him himself. But when you steal, you're only taking away the money. You could take away this actual person. You suffer this person, you don't just take away the money. That's what happens, so that's why. Saif Khafhe Vanishech Varibit Yesh Bahin Lotase, charging interest and increase involves a lotase. Says, do not take interest and increase. And it's remedy through a mitzvah. It says, and let your brother live with you. Perush meaning, if you have taken interest or increase, you must return them to your brothers so that they could live with you. Yet this punishment is very severe as long as you did not rectify the wrongdoing, where you not be included in the resurrection of the dead. Says in Hezkel, he lends with interest and takes increase. Shall he live? He shall not live. I explained that this is verse to Tehiyat HaMitim. Since one who lends money with interest and increase is not liable to death or bedin or from the hands of heaven. So what does it mean that he's going to die? It means he shall not live. It doesn't say he's going to die. It says he's not going to live, meaning he's not going to come back to life. Meaning tehiyat hamitim is not going to come. If what? If he charges interest. Ramdu subhanahu wa ta'ala, Rahman subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Sheot Rabah, Kimi sheyesh b'yado avon haribit, that whoever has committed the sin of charging interest, no angel will advocate him the merits before the heavenly court in his defense. This is why it says, and he takes interest, shall he live? In the form of question and wondering. Why does it say like shall he live like that? It's in heaven they're asking. Is there any advocating angel that will say this man's verdict shall be to live? The angels will all say, Lo, he shall not live. So Rabbeinu tells us something really interesting. Usually, you go to heaven, so you're getting judged. There's the prosecuting angels. They say all the bad things you did, and then there comes the good malachim, and they defend you. When you do the sin of charging interest, no angel, even your defense won't stick up for you. And even the defense will answer no. So this is why you don't take interest, which is of course now you're charging interest. It's also a part of our category over here, because the Torah says if you do, you have to return it. So that's the third level of severity. The fourth level of severity, Seif Chafaf, the fourth level, Lam She'en Bo Maaseh. Lotas is from the Torah that do not involve action. Meaning, you don't actually do it with you physically. It could be with your mind, with your eyes, could be things like that. Your heart. Said, one's not imalkut for transgressing a prohibition that does not involve action. It's clear, however, from the words of that transgressing a prohibition that does not involve an action is considered more severe than transgressing a prohibition that can be remedied through a performance of mitzvah. Basically, Rabbeinu is telling us that this is a more severe category than the previous one, where the Gemara says that someone who does one of those sins that we mentioned before that could be remedied, it's a sin that has also, that could be, you could fix it through doing the mitzvah of it. You send away the mother bird. You didn't send it away. Send it away. That's how you fix it. That doesn't have malkut to it. You don't get lashes. But over here, that here it is. You could even this. So the very not says a couple of provisions that do not involve an action. Then proceeds to discuss each category separately. ויש באזהרות או לא שאין בו מעשה האזהרות תלויות בעלייה. Among those prohibitions that do not involve action, some are the prohibitions that involve the heart, which is thought. Mehen balashon, some involve the tongue. Mehen b'kfisat yad. Me'mana mina ma'aseh, and some involve closing one's hand, meaning don't give money or refraining. Some other action the Torah wants a person to perform. וכן יש עבירות שאין בהן מעשה תלויות ברכוש, השמה וחוש הרעות. There are also transgressions that do not involve an action that involve the sense of hearing. Hearing those that are not one's not supposed to hear, or the sense of sight. Looking at things that one's not supposed to look at. We observed that many people forgot many of these provisions. And there are also people who know about them, but they're not careful to observe because they do not involve action. It's not a big deal, you know. When it comes to things that involve action, eating forbidden fat, blood, and meat of a nevela, animal without checking ta, or meat of a terefa, אין הדבר קרוב לקשר בהן כמו בעבירות הנעשות במחשבה ובלשון ובשבט מן המעשה. So it's easy to stumble regarding them with the sins that are performed through thought or speech or by refraining from action. We therefore see fit to mention some of these transgressions that do not involve an action, or to remind to those who do not know them to avoid them. On the hand, we tend to speak at length about these prohibitions only to mention them briefly. We not intend only briefly. Serve as a reminder for those who repent, have come to repent from sin. Meaning, and we're not now just going to list many averot in the Torah that do not involve an actual action. You don't do something physical to do it. And it goes into the severity of these certain sins that the Virna is going to mention. So just again, for clarity, this the fourth thing over here, fourth category of severity, is that it's not done with an action. It could be with your heart, with your eyes, or just refraining, thinking in your head, I'm not going to go do this mitzvah. So now we're going to discuss prohibitions that involve the heart. Now discuss some of the prohibitions that involve the heart. First prohibition, Torah says, be careful lest you forget Hashem your God. Any place the Torah says be careful lest or do not, it's an indication of lo ta'aseh. So therefore, since it says be careful lest you forget God, it means it's a lo ta'aseh. So again, the Torah says be careful lest or do not, it means it's a lo ta'aseh. And over here, by fearing Hashem, says be careful lest you forget your Hashem your God, meaning it's a lo ta'aseh. With this, we are commanded to be constantly mindful of Hashem Yiparach. Moreover, a person is always required to try to acquire for himself hanagot, those years that emerge from being mindful of Hashem. Amidot, such as fear of Hashem, modesty, beautifying one's thoughts, and conducting oneself with positive character traits. Kisira Polika Sigu Pola Naga Nava Rama Akira Rada Mizekira Hashem Bara. The Holy See will attain every fine behavior that crowns those who possess it. By being mindful of Hashem Bara, Kemotion Eman, and says Shaya, Hashem is the Kuvita Lilu, Kosira Israel. So Hashem, all the city Israel will become righteous and worthy of praise. So Birna just tells us over here. First sin that the Birna tells us is not fearing Hashem. So, and what does this include? Includes things like modesty in both ways, being hiding one's good deeds and actual how he dresses, beautifying your thoughts, meaning always having holy thoughts, having proper character traits, good midot. That's some things. So second thing that involves thought, say Kaphet. Torah says, only be careful for yourself and greatly beware for your soul, lest you forget the things that your eyes have beheld, and lest you remove from your heart all the days of your life. Said regarding this pasuk, anyone who forgets a single thing from his Torah learning transgresses two prohibitions. One might have thought that this is even if someone learned and it overwhelmed him, meaning he forgot it, he kept on reviewing, but he can't remember, it's too hard. But therefore it tells us, unless you remove them from your heart, meaning you just want to forget them, you don't review them, you forget them. It indicates that Pasuk was speaking only someone who removes the words of Torah from his heart. By neglecting and doing Bitul Torah, not studying it continually. It's not someone who gets overwhelmed. He keeps on reviewing it, but he can't remember it. It's too hard material. So basically, Abirna is telling us over here, what's the second thing? Is it's forgetting. Don't forget words of Torah. Why? And if you do, it's not good, and you're getting you're transgressing two avirot, and that's why the Torah says, unless you remove them from your heart, meaning it's only saying about someone who removes it from his heart, obviously. Torah says, it says that why? Because it wants to come teach us that one who does this, he does two sins. And by removing it from his heart, it means only if you're doing it, you forget your Torah, meaning you don't review it. Or if you review it but you can't remember it, you're not within this category. Next, third thing, say Kaftet. Torah says, do not say in your heart when Hashem, your God, pushes them away before you're saying, בצדקתי הביאני אשר לרשת את הארץ, ואומר ולא בצדקתך וביושר לבביך, ואומר הזאת, because of my righteousness that Hashem bring me to possess the land, not because of your righteousness and uprightness of your heart, that you're going to possess the land. אותנו בזה שלא ונפשנו כי הצלחתנו בזכתנו ויושר לבבינו. With this passage we are commanded not to link ourselves that our success because of our virtue and our upright hearts. אבל נאמין ונדע אם יאבנו כי הצלחתנו מחסד עליון ורותו. Rather, we must believe and know that in our hearts that our success is because of the kindness of the Exalted One and His abundant kindness. Spoke the lines that Yaakov Avinu said to Hashem when he was doing the three things. One of them was praying to go meet his brother Esau. I am smaller than you, all the kindnesses and all the truth that you have done for your servant. Meaning, so third prohibition that I've written on this is, so meaning, don't say it's because of you that all the things you have, let's say you're a rich guy, don't think it's because of you. I'm a righteous person, that's why I have the money. It's really because of Hashem's mercy and kindness that you have it. You really don't deserve it, but you're getting it anyway. Why would Yaakov Avinu say such a thing? And he was tremendous. So, say Lamed, Lo tanasu et Hashem plechem. You shall not test Hashem your God, as you tested him at Massah. Utanu b'zeh shelo yomar adam. This were commanded a person should not say as follows: let me test the effectiveness of divine service and by giving charity, whether Hashem grants me success for my effort. Or let me examine the effectiveness of proper behavior and see whether I'll acquire more silver or gold as a result. Good person, by the contrast, does not even slacken the service of Hashem. If he toiled in spiritual matters with wisdom, knowledge, and uprightness, not achieve material success, and was deprived of physical comfort. But testing is permitted in one place. Achamim said Ta'anit that there's, with regard to the mitzvah of separating Ma'asirot, that testing Hashem is permitted. Shene'emad, it says, Malachi, הביאו את המעשר אל בית האוצר ויהי בביתי ובחנוני נא בזאת into the storage house and let the sustenance in my temple test me, if you will, with this. Says Hashem, Master of Ages, see if I do not open up for you the windows of heaven and empty out upon the blessing without end. Therefore, testing over here by Maaser, that would be allowed. With everything else, this is what we're talking about over here, it's not allowed. To test Hashem. Rabbi Shlomo alav shalom. Shlomo המלך עליו שלום זה משלי. כבד את המעונך ומראשית כל תורתך וימלאו עצמך שיבה. That honor Hashem with all your wealth, and with the first of all of your produce, then your storehouses will be filled with plenty. And the wine of your vats will burst forth. My child, do not despise Hashem's admonishment, and you do not despise His reproof. The meaning is, if you do not experience the filling of the storehouses with plenty, when you give the wealth from the first your produce in the fulfillment of divine service and charity, but rather you are beset by days of poverty. You shall nevertheless not despise Hashem's admonishment. Rather, you should know that this too is the ultimate benefit, for the pasuk concludes, for Hashem admonishes the one He loves, as He punishes them in this world, to do good for him in His world, and in His end. So that instead of reward and honor in this world, which is temporary, true reward and hidden good you receive the true reward and hidden good that lasts for eternity in the world to come. So it tells us over here that basically what it means in Pesukim say, honor Hashem with your wealth, and with the first of all produce, and then your storehouses will be filled with plenty. The wine and vats will burst forth. My child, do not despise Hashem's admonishment, do not despise His reproof. Obviously, what's the connection? Honoring Hashem with your wealth, and with the first of your produce, and the storehouses will be filled with plenty. And then do not despise Hashem's admonishment. What's the connection? So meaning is, if you do not experience a filling of the storehouses with plenty for the maasrot that you give, then when you give your wealth and from the first of your produce and the fulfillment of divine service and charity, meaning it's that everyone understands the first of your produce does not refer to maasrot, but rather to charity. Rather, you're beset by days of poverty, and nevertheless you despise Hashem's admonishment. Rather, do this for your ultimate benefit, and should not just despise Hashem's admonishment, because Hashem admonishes the one He loves. And to do so if you're not seeing anything happen, it's for the good. You always have to know. That's why the pasuk continues that, because if you're testing God and you don't see any money, so you know it's that instead of the reward over here in this world, the temporary world, you're getting it in the next world. So it's really for your benefit. Continuing, say from a bit, quick provision. It says, perhaps you will say in your heart, these nations are more numerous than I. How will I'll be able to drive them out? Do not fear them. It also says, when you go to battle against your enemy, you shall not fear them. With this, we've been commanded that if a person sees that some misfortune is looming, should not despair. Rather, the responsibility of Hashem's salvation should be near to his heart, and he should put his hope in it. In keeping with that which it says, it says, surely salvation is close to those who fear. Likewise it is written in Shaya, eye on the eye, and he will comfort you who are you that you should be afraid of mortal humans. And basically over here, the fifth provision that Ronnie brings is that you should not think, it's basically not to fear people. When you see your enemies coming with the horse and chariots, and you're not supposed to be scared and say, what are you going to do? You're supposed to have emunah in Hashem. You should put hope into Hashem. You should not be afraid of mortal humans. That's the thing over here. This is also a part of this category. Sixth thing. Torah says you should not tremble for any man, for the judgment is for God. With this pasuk, we are commanded to believe that nothing harmful will happen to us on account of fair judgment without showing favoritism to either side of a dispute. The idea here is similar to what it says in which the Hakamim said, Master Pesachim, Sheluches, Respa'inan, Rezukin, Lobe Ba'ali Khatan, Velobe Hazaratan. Those who perform the mitzvah will not be harmed, neither on their way to perform the mitzvah or on the way back. This is what the meaning which it says, for the judgment is for God. That judging fairly is done for God's sake, fulfilling His will. No harm will come to you on account of it. So sixth thing that Ronnie brings, that do not tremble for any man. Judgment is in God. It's for God. Meaning, so you should be scared now. If something happened, you're found guilty in the court. Not fear a person when he judges you. Fair judgment, no favoritism to either side. So, that's it. No, you should not fear him, the Torah says. So, similar to what Hakamim said, that when you're sent to do a mitzvah, you'll not be harmed neither on the way to do it or on the way back. And that's why it continues, for the judgment is for God, because it's done for God's sake, meaning if you do something for the Shem Shammai, then no harm will come to you on account of it. Seventh permission, Saif Damidalit, Torah says, so that his heart will not become haughty over his brethren, which means his heart and his heart shall not feel superiority to his brethren. Usanu b'azeh le'asi, and Avshenu v'yidat hagava. With this, we are commanded to remove ourselves from the trait of ga'ava, shelo yishga'eh hagadol ha'katan. So that even someone of great stature is not arrogant towards someone of lesser stature. And even a king must not allow his heart to feel superior to his brothers. He started עליהם. גם ישתרב בהנהגותיו. So that even when he acts toward them with the authoritative matter, he remains of humble spirit. Even if the king is forbidden to be haughty, then this is surely true for everyone else. Therefore, the Pasuk tells us anyone is not allowed to have gava. So something is do not have gava. We're taught arrogance over here. So even for someone who actually has a high status, even someone like a king, and if obviously a king can't have gava, he has to be humble, then how much more so to us? Now the Baron touches the severity of this gava. והגאווה מן העבירות החמורות המאבדות ומחלות הנפש. Holiness is among those severe sins which ruin and destroy the soul. שנאמר, it says, תועבת השם כל גאווה לב. Every haughty heart is an abomination to Hashem. ומה יועיל קניין כספו ורוע עושרו בגין זה. For what good are the soul's acquisitions? It's abundant wealth and hidden treasures. If a person is afflicted with haughtiness, or since the holy person is abominable and disgusting to Hashem, the heights of his glorious greatness are in reality lower than Sheol. Sheol. והאל יתהלל החכם זולתי בעבודת השם יתברך וביראתו. A wise person should take pride in nothing other than serving Hashem yitbarach and fearing Him. והביטחון בו ואהבתו והדבקות בו, trusting Him, loving Him, and cleaving to Him. שנאמר, it says, דברים הוא תהילתך והוא אלוהיך. He's your praise, He's your God, and He's your God. And נאמר, like it says in Yirmiyah, אל יתהלל החכם בחוכמתו לאומר, thus said Hashem, let not the wise man glorify himself in his wisdom, and let not the strong man glorify himself in his wealth, and let not the rich man glorify himself in his wealth. For only with this remaining may one glorify himself, contemplating and knowing me. So again, something over here is gava. And Baron tells us a couple of things. It destroys your soul. As Pasuk says, every haughty heart is an abomination to Hashem. And also, what's the point of all his wealth and hidden treasures if he has gava? If he's disgusting in the eyes of Hashem, so the more gava you have, the lower you go and Gehinnom. Hashem is going to bring you down. But Baron does say that gava is allowed. You should take pride and you should be proud of yourself when serving Hashem and fearing Him, loving Him, attaching yourself to Him. It says He's your praise, He is your God. meaning that he's also likewise says that let not the wise man glorify himself in his wisdom, and the strong man in his strength, and the rich man in his wealth. Why? For only with this may one glorify himself, contemplating and knowing me. So clearly says that's the only way you should glorify yourself. Next thing, eighth version that involves the heart. Torah says the wedding shall surely give to him, and their heart shall not feel bad when you give to him. With this pasuk we are commanded to approve from our souls the stinginess and to become generous people. Given what it says, one who has with a good eye will be blessed. The idea of this mitzvah is that simply giving to the poor is not enough. Unless we instill in our souls the trait of generosity. So that therefore warns us and stated that your heart shall not feel bad when you give him. After saying this, you shall surely give to him. In order to stress that it is not enough to give to the poor, one must do with a generous attitude. So eighth thing, don't when you give a poor person. But not just that, when you don't be like, oh, I'm giving you, like I really don't want to. You do it and be happy that you're giving, not like in your heart you're like you're regretting every second that you're giving it. Ninth thing, Torah says, do not harden your heart and do not close your hand against your destitute brother. With this, we have commanded to remove from our souls the trait of cruelty and plant pleasing saplings in its place. Namely, compassion and enduring kindness, it is written elsewhere, and you shall walk in his ways. Since it's possible that one will not close his hand, and he'll give charity to the poor person, but he will still be cruel by not giving to him a compassion. Along lies what it says, the merciful acts of the wicked are cruel. Therefore written, not harden your heart, in addition to you shall not close your hand, in order to teach you that it's not enough just to give. One must do it with compassion. Question for cruelty is bad and bitter. We explain the gateway of cruelty with the help of God. Obviously, unfortunately, we don't have that today. Gateway of cruelty. Torah says, and he will give you compassion, and to be compassionate to you, multiply you. כל מנחם על הבריות מרחמים עליו מן השמיים, to teach you that anyone who is compassionate to others will be treated compassionately by Hashem, וכל שאינו מנחם על הבריות אין מנחם עליו מן השמיים. And anyone who is not compassionate to others will not be treated compassionately by heaven. So basically what everyone is telling us over here is that again the point is that you're not supposed to close your hand when you're giving tzedakah, meaning it basically adds the sort of hardening your heart adds to the provision of closing one's hand. You're being stubborn, like, no, I don't want to give tzedakah. And even if you do give, you're not giving with compassion. You're all upset about it. And so you really, in addition to, you should not close your hand, you should not harden your heart. In order that you do it with compassion, you're happy that you're giving. So that's the point. And also, that means what I said, about that, and he'll give you compassion and he'll be compassionate to you, multiply you, means anyone who's compassionate to others will be treated compassionately by Hashem. And obviously, if you're not treating others compassionate, you'll not be treated compassionately by Hashem. And second of it, לא תחמוץ עיניך עליו ולא תחמול, לא תנסה עליו. Your eyes shall not take pity on him, and you shall not be compassionate, and you shall not conceal for him. וזכרנו בזה שלא לחמול ולרחם על המחתיים והמכשילים בני אדם, was particularly commanded not to have pity for or be compassionate to those who cause others to sin or to falter spiritually. יעבדו זמנם ברכה, החמש ברכה set, כל מה נעשה רחמני על הצערים. And it was compassionate to cruel people, ובסוף נעשה על צערי על הרחמני. Ultimately, be cruel to compassionate people. So again, the Virana tells us for the 10th thing, don't whoever's making people, causes people to sin, do not be compassionate to them. Don't take pity on them. Not be kind to them. That's what we're talking about over here. So, also it brings the teaching. How come you say? So anyone who's compassionate to the cruel people will ultimately be cruel to compassionate people. Meaning, if you're going and you're having mercy on the wicked people, it means you're not going to have mercy on the tzaddikim, and the people who actually deserve it. Because if you're sticking up for these people who are rebelling against God, it's either you like one or the other. You can't like both of them. If you want mercy for these people, it means that's not what God wants. Therefore, by being cruel to these people, it leads to by being merciful to the wicked people, you actually makes you cruel to the tzaddikim. The people actually deserve to be treated with compassion. 11th thing, לא תקום ולא סעיף לא מחט, לא תקום ולא תיטורת בעיני עמך, But it says you should not take revenge, you should not bear a grudge against the members of your people. Said, taking revenge, what does it mean? Example, say, let me lend your sickle. The owner refused. Later, the one who refused sickle needed to borrow the hatchet. He approached the person who had earlier asked to borrow the sickle. He said to him, lend me your hatchet. If he responds by saying, I'll not lend you money, just like you didn't lend me your sickle, so that's taking revenge. And what does it mean, bearing a grudge? And what is bearing a grudge? Said to the potential borrower, I'll lend you my hatchet, for I am not like you who did not lend me your sickle. And basically by saying that, the thing's not the actual fact that you said that's the sin. It's the actual fact that you have the grudge inside because of what you said. So again, the 11th provision that we're talking about is not to take revenge or to bear a grudge. Now, what does it mean to take revenge? It means that we all think revenge is. Someone does something to you, or he doesn't give you something, so you take revenge on him. You do the same thing back to him or something. That Torah doesn't allow. Also, what does it mean take a grudge on someone? If someone asks you to do a favor for him, you didn't do the favor. So then the other guy asks you for a favor. Then you say to him, I'm not like you who doesn't do what I ask him. I hear you. I'm unlike you. That's bearing a grudge. So, the liability of punishment here is not for saying the words, I am not like you, do not lend me. Rather, it's a grudge in one's heart. That's what we're saying. That the provision against bearing a grudge applies only to monetary matters. In response to being attacked with a condensing or belittling words, or seeking to harm him, it's permitted to bear a grudge. Meaning, so Ronnie tells us over here that the prohibition against bearing a grudge only applies to monetary matters. Meaning, if someone's harming you with words, meaning he's embarrassing you, if you don't answer, then you're gonna get really embarrassed. So you're allowed to defend yourself and answer back. In that case, you'd be allowed. And those concerning this type of harm, said, "Quote Talmid Hakam Shaino Nokem Leotan Noyoter and Kenachashani Tor." Any Talmid Hakam does not take revenge or bear a grudge like a snake. And no Talmid Hakam, he's not a Talmid Hakam. Avalim Evakeshu Imenu Mehila. If, however, he asked the Talmid Hakam for forgiveness, he should forgo his rights and forgive him. So again, the reason for this that the Talmid Hakam is not considered Talmid Hakam if he does forgive him, is because it's not really him. It's not about himself. It's about the Torah's honor. So by by forgiving him, you're saying, yeah, it's not such a big deal about, you're not taking the Torah's honor so seriously. But if you ask for forgiveness, obviously, you're forgiven. Saif Lamitet. Lotus not ahika bilaveka. Torah says, do not hate your brother in your heart. Usanu bazela sirena shaino vidatna sina. With this pasuk, we're commanded to remove our souls out of the trait of hatred. והיא מידה מעורבת בשערים רבים ומסבבת כמה עלילות נשחטות. Aside from the being forbidden in and of itself, hatred is a trait that causes many other sins and brings many corrupt actions. כמו לשון הרע שהוא שקול כנראה חייבים מיתות בתיק אשר יפאר. לשון הרע, which is considered sins that carry liability, the capital punishment, as will be explained below, which is probably the three sins of the three biggest sins: spilling blood, murdering, and the other one. So continuing, such as speaking or seeking harm to others, rejoicing over the misfortune of others, causing damage to one's fellows, taking revenge and bearing a grudge, also the trait of hatred strips the soul of much goodness. We explained in the gateway of hatred. So, continuing with it, furthermore, observe how severe the punishment of hatred is. Said, הבית שני שהיו עוסקים בתורה ומעשים טובים מפני מחר. Once the second Beit HaMikdash destroyed, even though the people of the time were involved in studying Torah and מעשים טובים, מפני שנאת חינם שהייתה ביניהם, because of the שנאת חינם that was among them. So the Virna basically tells us over here, so the 12th thing the Virna lists over here is to hate your brother in your heart. So over here we're told to remove ourselves from hatred, and this causes many sins to hate. Really, it's a really bad sin. You have causing damage to one's fellows, rehilut, tattletailing, and also you lose a lot of goodness. Meaning, you can't, if you have a heart of hatred, you can't really appreciate things. You can't be a happy person. Also, punishment for hatred. The second Beit HaMikdash was destroyed, even though they learned Torah and they were good. Thanks to Sinhat and Sinat Hinam, the Beit HaMikdash was destroyed. 13th thing, Saif Mem. Torah says in Devarim, you shall guard yourself against anything evil. And they explain that that a person should not entertain lustful thoughts during the day, which might bring it to impurity at night while sleeping. This pasuk teaches that it is forbidden to entertain lustful thoughts, even if one is entertaining them with the intent not actually to act upon them. This matter in Torah, it speaks about this impurity, avoiding impurity. Then it can be derived from the context of the verse Shekatuah Hanav. Immediately afterward it is written, if there will be among you any man who will not become pure because of a nocturnal occurrence, which obviously the evil is something that occurs at night, nocturnal. So again, 13th thing, prohibition involving the heart is guard yourself against anything evil. Meaning, do not have any bad thoughts in the day. It'll lead you to impurity at night. And this teaches us just actually the thought could lead to this impurity. This is what the Torah is referring to when it says, guard yourself from anything evil. This is the evil the Torah is talking about. It's obviously referring to night, that's what the pasuk says. If there be any among you any man who will be pure because of a nocturnal occurrence, that occurs in night. Saif Malif, 14th thing. Law, Taturu, Ahade, Okeva, Ahade, Nekim. Torah says about midbar, you shall not explore after your heart and after your eyes which you stray. Utanu, Azisha law, Lehashir, Asot, Avera. With this verse, we are commanded not to plan to commit a sin, rather called Devar Pesha, Behata, or any rebellious act or misdeed, Hanyan Shenemar, which along the lines which you said, one who thinks of doing evil. Also, this pasuk commands a person not to consider the words of heretics, lest he falter and be drawn after them. How can one who has internalized the fact that Hashem Yisbarach scrutinizes the feelings of men and examines his innermost thoughts, has the audacity to contaminate his heart with lawless thoughts, that he will cling to and contaminate it. And Shalom said, sinful designs are themselves a sin, or damad. Similarly, Shlomo Melech has said, Shesh hena saneh Hashem v'sheva to'avat nafsho le'em horish machshevo David. Hashem hates the sixth, and the seventh is an abomination to him, a heart that plots treacherous thoughts. Basically, so the 14th thing is that don't explore after your heart and after your eyes of which you stray. We're told here not to plan to commit a sin or any rebellious act or misdeed. Even in your heart, thinking, I'm now going to go do this sin. It's a sin from the Torah. Even if you don't end up doing it, let's say you were stopped. Again, what I said, it's only the first time you planned on sinning. You were stopped for some whatever reason. The first time only, you're good. After that, we cannot give you the benefit of the doubt that you won't do it, and you get the sin. So yeah, that's the So this is also commands us not to consider the words of the heretics. Don't, because if you do, you'll falter and you'll be drawn after them. You don't have to be close to these heretics. So how would you, if one who, how can one who has internalized the fact that Hashem, he scrutinizes the feelings of man and examines the innermost thoughts of how can he have the audacity to contaminate his heart with such thoughts that without think to it, just to think to sin. And then Shlomo said, sinful designs are themselves a sin. Shlomo Melech also said that Hashem hates the six. Seventh is an abomination to him, which is a heart that plots treacherous thoughts. So we're talking about over here. Heart that just saying, I'm going to go sin. Don't get me wrong, it's not the fact that you have a desire to sin. It's the fact that you're actually thinking, like, I am going to do it. Like, It's not like, should I do it, should I not? Or I want to do it, but I can't. But it says, do not accept a false report. Where they're commanded, with this pasuk, we're commanded not to accept lashon hara as true. The understanding, according to what the Google said, do not accept the false report. And it could be translated, because both these could be translated, shall not bear, which would be referring to one giving the report, not the one receiving it. The bear not therefore demonstrating, you shall not accept. It should be, you shall not accept, meaning don't accept the false report. Meaning, don't accept what you hear as true. That's what the bear not is talking about. So, last prohibition that Ronnie brings, conclude with this. The Torah says you shall not covet your fellow's house, and also the Torah says you shall not desire your fellow's house. With this we have a commandment not to devise evil schemes. לקחת שדה, להכין לאכול אשר לרעהו גם כי ניתן עכשיו. Take a field, vineyard, or anything that belongs to one's fellow against against his will, even if he will pay to the value to his owner. We're forbidden to entertain thoughts regarding this evil matter. שלא נסכים במחשבתם as we are forbidden to resolve in our minds to do such a thing. It says, you should not covet. So, basically, we're telling us that last prohibition we're talking about over here is, shall not covet your fellow's house. Not to desire what your fellow has, meaning we're commanded not to devise evil schemes, meaning to take things against their will, even if you pay. Say, here, take the money, I'm taking your property. But they said, no, I don't agree. You're not allowed. So the Ronnie continues, ואם נפסוק אדם תמכור לא חברו שדה או חרם או אחד מחפשיו. A person desires that his fellow sells him a particular field or vineyard, some sort of his possessions, and the owner does not want to sell it to him. ואם יפסד בו ברוב דברי תחנונים, יבוש להשיב את פניו. The owner would be embarrassed to turn down the potential buyer if he begs repeatedly. And listen to this, because it's very important. People don't know this. Asur, the sword bo, so forbidden to pester him. Because it's like forcing and compelling him to sell the item. Moreover, if one desires to buy a particular item, is a distinguished person. Such as he'll never turn down any request of his. Forbidden for such a person to request that his fellow seller give him something. Unless he is certain that his fellows will willingly give him the item, and his heart will not pain him when he gives it to him. So Rabbeinu tells us interesting how we have to know. We'll conclude with this. Rabbeinu tells us, let's say you're not allowed, if someone he asks you, if you ask, let's say you ask someone for something, you ask him, you say, like these kids, they ask for snack. They say, can I have snack? So the person doesn't want to give snack. He said, no, I don't want to give you snack. And you keep on begging him, you annoy him, as they say, please, please, give me snack, give me. You know he's going to give you. You know he's going to say, fine, I'll give you. But you think he really wants to give you? No, he just wants to get you away. It's asur to do that. You're not allowed to, if you know the guy doesn't want to give you something willfully. You're asking a kid for a snack. He wants to, he doesn't really want to give it to you, but you keep on saying please to him. He really doesn't want to give you. He's like, fine, I give you, like that type of thing. That's not allowed. You're not allowed to you're not allowed to beg like that. That's why everyone is telling us over here. And it's not just with that. It's not just with borrowing. Rabbeinu says. Also, regards to selling an item, you tell some deal. You say, sell this to me. Come on. He really doesn't want to sell this item. He says, no, I want it. You know. We say, here, come on. Like, you put him under pressure, and then he says, okay, fine. Like, you think he really doesn't want to. It's asur to do that. People don't know. And this is included in what the Torah says, do not desire what your fellow's house. So, we finished the prohibitions that involve the heart. B'ezrat Hashem, next time, we'll continue with the prohibitions that involve forbidden speech, Saif Mem Dalit, which talks about things, Yisurim, that one does through his mouth. B'ezrat Hashem, we'll continue next time.